If you are 65 or older, own a home, and earn under $75,000 a year, stop what you are doing right now. There is a critical IRS deadline in just 11 days that could cost you thousands of dollars. And if you are an immigrant, green card holder, or senior on a fixed income, this affects you directly. We have 10 minutes. Let's go. Welcome back to Immigration Radar USA, your trusted source for U.S. immigration and tax news that actually matters to your life. Today we are covering one of the most important tax stories of 2026, and it is especially urgent for senior homeowners, immigrants, and anyone approaching retirement. This video is based on official announcements from the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS newsroom, and the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which was signed into law and introduced major new tax changes. We will explain what the new $75,000 IRS income rule means for seniors, why the April 15, 2026 deadline is called a tax trap by experts, what could happen to your home and your finances if you miss it, and what immigrants and green card holders must do right now. Stay with us. This is not a video you want to miss. Section title card, What Changed? The One Big Beautiful Bill. Let's start from the beginning. In 2025, the U.S. government passed a major piece of legislation called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, or OBBB for short. This law made sweeping changes to the U.S. tax code, and many of those changes took effect for the 2026 filing season, meaning your 2025 tax return that is due this year. The IRS confirmed there are important changes for the 2026 filing season that people 65 and older should be aware of, with the most significant being the enhanced deduction for seniors under the One Big Beautiful Bill. Internal Revenue Service. Now, what exactly is this new deduction? Starting with tax year 2025 and running through 2028, individuals aged 65 and older may claim an additional $6,000 deduction on top of the regular standard deduction already available. If both spouses qualify, a married couple can claim $12,000 total. Internal Revenue Service. This sounds like great news, and it is. But here is where the tax trap comes in. Section title card, The $75,000 Income Trap Explained. This senior deduction phases out, meaning it starts to disappear, for individual taxpayers whose modified adjusted gross income exceeds $75,000. For married couples filing jointly, that phase-out begins at $150,000, Internal Revenue Service. So if you earn just over $75,000 as a single senior filer, you may lose this deduction entirely, without even knowing it. That is thousands of dollars in tax savings gone. For many senior homeowners on fixed incomes, Social Security, a pension, or a small retirement withdrawal, this $75,000 threshold is very close to their actual income. The Tax Policy Center estimates that about 24 million taxpayers will claim the senior deduction in 2026 with an average tax benefit of around $1,000 per person. Bipartisan Policy Center. But millions more may be missing it, or may accidentally earn slightly over $75,000 and lose the whole thing, simply because they did not know. Section title card, The April 15th Deadline, Why It's a Trap. Now, here is where the danger becomes very real. Today is April 5th, 2026. April 15th is the filing deadline for individual 2025 federal income tax returns, or the deadline to request an extension. Taxpayer Advocate Service, that is 10 days from today. The most dangerous misconception taxpayers have is that the IRS will be forgiving if you file a few days late. The reality is that the government is very strict. If April 15 passes and you owe money, you will be hit with two separate compounding penalties. For media. What are those penalties? Let's break them down simply. Penalty number 1. If your return is more than 60 days late, the IRS adds a minimum penalty of at least $525 or 100% of the tax owed, whichever is less. Even a small tax debt can lead to a disproportionately large penalty. Savingadvice.com. Penalty number 2. On top of that, the IRS charges interest on unpaid taxes, and even on the penalties themselves. In 2026, interest rates on unpaid taxes have been running around 6% to 7%, and this interest compounds daily. Savingadvice.com. That means your bill grows every single day you wait. Over several months, this could add hundreds, even thousands, of dollars to what you owe. And here is the most critical trap of all. An extension to file is not an extension to pay. If you request more time to file your paperwork, your taxes are still legally due on April 15th. If you wait until October to send payment, the IRS will charge you months of accrued interest and late payment penalties, going all the way back to April 15th. Internal Revenue Service. For senior homeowners on fixed incomes, this kind of unexpected tax debt can become a genuine financial crisis. It can wipe out savings. It can force people to dip into retirement accounts. In extreme cases, unresolved IRS debt can place a federal tax lien on your property, meaning your home. That is why financial experts are calling this the $75,000 IRS tax trap, and why you have just 11 days to act. Section Title Card. What this means for immigrants and visa holders. Now let's talk about what this means specifically for immigrants, green card holders, and visa holders in the United States. This affects you more than you may realize, for two major reasons. Reason number one, tax compliance and immigration status. USCIS guidance issued in 2025 and 2026 now treats failure to file or pay taxes as a negative factor for good moral character in naturalization cases. Missing a tax deadline can create both IRS penalties and immigration review issues, especially if you later apply for citizenship. Visa Verge. This means that if you are applying for a green card, U.S. citizenship, or any immigration benefit, your tax record matters more than ever before. The IRS and USCIS are increasingly looking at the same information. If you owe back taxes, USCIS guidance states that establishing an IRS payment plan is better than ignoring the debt. Keep proof of returns filed, payments made, and any IRS installment agreements in your immigration file. Visa Verge reason. Number two. Immigrant seniors are directly affected by the $75,000 rule. Many immigrant seniors in the United States are homeowners who have worked here for decades, paid into Social Security, and now live on fixed retirement incomes. If you are 65 or older and fall below the $75,000 income threshold, you may be entitled to a $6,000 tax deduction you have never claimed before. The IRS confirmed that seniors 65 and older may be eligible to claim this additional $6,000 deduction. And importantly, this deduction is available even if you do not itemize. You do not have to be a homeowner who itemizes every deduction. All new deductions phase out based on income level for individual and joint filers. Internal Revenue Service. That is very good news for immigrant seniors who may have always taken the simple standard deduction. This extra $6,000 could reduce your taxable income significantly and lower your tax bill by hundreds of dollars, but you must file on time or correctly request an extension to claim it. What about ITIN filers? The April 15, 2026 tax deadline applies to most immigrants, including those with an individual taxpayer identification number, an ITIN. Free filing help is available through VITA sites and IRS Free File for those with an SSN or ITIN. Visa Verge free tax filing help through VITA, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, is available for households earning $69,000 or less. IRS Free File is available for those with 2025 adjusted gross income of $89,000 or less. Visa Verge. These are completely free resources. Use them. What about IRS data sharing with immigration agencies? Many of our viewers ask about this, and it is a fair concern. In 2025, IRS DHS data sharing affected about 47,000 people with final removal orders. Court rulings in February 2026 allowed some data sharing for criminal investigations, while limiting broader use in other cases. Visa Verge. The most important thing you can do is file your taxes correctly and on time. Avoiding the IRS does not protect you from immigration scrutiny. It makes things worse. Section Title Card, your 11-day action plan. Let's keep this very simple. You have 11 days. Here is exactly what to do. Step 1. Check your age and income. If you are 65 or older and your income is under $75,000, you likely qualify for the new $6,000 senior deduction. Do not miss it. Step 2. File your return or request an extension by April 15th. You can request an automatic 6-month extension by filing Form 4868 online through irs.gov, through IRS Free File, or by mail, postmarked by April 15th. Internal Revenue Service. This gives you until October 15, 2026 to file your paperwork. Step 3. Remember, extension to file is not an extension to pay. Even if you file for an extension, any taxes you owe are still due on April 15th. Failing to pay by that date will result in penalties and daily compounding interest. Fiscal Fold Step 4. Use free help if you need it. Visit irs.gov or search for VITA sites in your area. These free services are available in multiple languages and can help immigrant seniors file correctly. Step 5. Keep your immigration records clean. Delaying your return can affect later immigration paperwork that asks for tax records. VisaVerge file now. Protect your status and your home. Let's recap quickly. In 2026, seniors age 65 and older have access to a powerful new $6,000 tax deduction, but it disappears if your income crosses $75,000. Many senior homeowners on fixed incomes are either missing this deduction or unknowingly walking into a penalty trap by not filing or paying on time. The April 15th deadline is just 11 days away. Whether you are a U.S. citizen, a green card holder, a visa holder, or someone with an ITIN, you likely have a filing obligation, and the consequences of missing it are serious. Penalties, growing interest, potential tax liens on your home, and negative marks on your immigration record. Do not wait. File today. Claim every dollar you are owed. Protect your home. Protect your immigration future. The IRS has resources ready for you at irs.gov. Free help is available. There is no excuse to miss this deadline. Thank you for watching Immigration Radar USA. If this video helped you, please hit the like button, share it with a family member or friend who needs to hear this, and subscribe to Immigration Radar USA for the latest U.S. immigration and tax updates. We are here every week to keep you informed, protected, and one step ahead. See you in the next one.